Stokes from the north end.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whiz past the batsman. The umpire says that's the first of two. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper. No interest in that one from the batter. Stokes will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Waiting? Yeah! Couldn't get it through the field.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it. Solid defence, very compact. Wow, that's missed the lot. Nice, solid defensive shot. Misses everything.
Oh, yes, nice bowling.
Got right in behind it. Broad ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yeah.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Oh, well bowled.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Oh, well bowled.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. Just through the shot too early.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. No shot offered. Good shot. It's found the gap.
That is a textbook on drive. Sees the ball drift slightly to leg and times it well to send it away to the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Oh, nice bowling.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them.
That single brings them even closer to their 100. Looking a bit nervous. They can't go back into their shell. Need to continue batting like they have been and just play every ball as it comes.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Good, patient batting in that over. Nothing there to chance their arm on. None from it.
Yep.
Immaculate timing there.
It's a pretty neat trick once you've been in defensive mode to be able to leap onto one that's there to be hit. A good shot to bring up the first runs with a boundary.
Stokes, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Oh, well bowled.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Broad has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Beaten on the drive.
Yes, nice bowling.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Couldn't have played that any better.
Our mix-up there. They've been going so well out in the middle. The first sign of miscommunication.
3 runs added in that over. India are 6 for 224. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
That single is just edging the score closer to a century. Looking a wee bit nervous, you've just got to control the nerves and remember to play each shot on its merits.
Yep.
A couple on offer here.
Yeah.
They'll get at least one.
The batsman brings up their century.
Hasn't been rushed in making this century, been very measured throughout the innings so far.
Oh, yes, nice bowling.
Tricky, well played. Over. India are 6 for 229.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Yeah.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. well placed, should get a single.
Yes, nice bowling.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Going with pace now. Quick onto that in the infield.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah.
Digs it out well. Oh! Thick edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. A bit of a sluggish start, but they're putting that to rights now. Scoring rate heading in the right direction at the moment. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Nice bowling.
End of the over. India are 6 for 240. The session comes to an end, and there's been a lot to like about what we've seen. I'm off for a short break. Broad from the north end.
Yes, nice bowling.
Oh, faintest of sounds. No one to catch it, though. Broad shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. 4 runs added in that over. India are 6 for 244.
Yeah.
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yeah.
Times it nicely.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary, a poor delivery and a fine shot in the end.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Misses everything.
Oh, yes, nice bowling. Yeah.
Rides the bounce and hooks it well. That'll be 4.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Edged. End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you've still got to hit them. Majestic batting.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Wow, that's missed a lot. Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
They shouldn't be able to get that many runs without hitting the ball. What on earth is that fielder doing? No interest in that one from the batter. Broad will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Yes, nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Confident appeal. Could it be? Out. Simple catch, and the keeper makes no mistake.
Back to the sheds, but a good contribution to the team today. It's been a nice knock.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
5 runs in that over. India are 7 for 265. Overton, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end. That's just outrageous.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Drives and misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Right there. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Really good shot there.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Picks the gap perfectly.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches it to the boundary.
End of the over, 8 off it. India are 8 for 273.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Got right in behind it. Solid defence, very compact. Nice solid defensive shot.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over.
Straight to the fielder. There'll be 1 run here for them.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
That's the end of the over. 1 run coming from it. India are 8 for 274. They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. No interest in that one from the batter. Broad will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time. A little bit of wobble on that ball and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
End of the over. None from it. It's not easy to bat on this pitch by the looks of it, so they'll have to keep their heads.
That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Wait there. Yep. No.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whiz past the batsman. The umpire says that's the first of two. That ball just fizzed off the pitch. A superb delivery. Although they can't do any more short stuff this over.
Tricky, well played. End of the over. Beautiful bowling that just starts to build pressure on the batters. Nice shot, runs possible. A couple on offer here.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
End of the over, 3 runs coming from it. India are 8 for 289.
Well-directed short ball sways out of the way.
Digs out the Yorker.
Umpire signals wide. Such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong there.
Just the 1 run off the over. India are 8 for 290. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait, yep, no!
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Wait in. No!
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
England found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Anderson from the north end. It's a good time to launch an attack on the lower order with the new ball. They can really push to finish things off. No shot offered. couldn't get it through the field.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Well bowled.
Just threw the shot too early. Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Over. India are 8 for 292. Misses everything.
Well bowled.
हेलो एवरीवन, वीडियो अच्छा लग रहा है तो लाइक कर लेना। चेस चल रहा है, 8 विकेट गिर चुका है इंडिया का, पता नहीं चेस हो पाएगा कि नहीं। अभी बुमराह और शमी क्रीज पे है, काफ़ी रन पीछे है, 526 रन चाहिए। अगर वीडियो अच्छा लग रहा है भाई लाइक कर दो, और चैनल को अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कर लो। ओवरटर्न अटैक पे
Wow, that's
नहीं,
missed a
इससे गलत
lot.
शॉट।
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting batters build any momentum.
अच्छा डिफेंस किया यहाँ पे। भाई लोग वीडियो अच्छा लग रहा है तो लाइक कर लो। इंडिया और इंग्लैंड का जो टेस्ट, रियल में भी टेस्ट चल रहा है और यहाँ पे भी टेस्ट मैच चल रहा है। आज 4th डे है। यहाँ पे इंडिया को टारगेट दिया गया है 526 रन का, 8 विकेट गिर चुका है। जडेजा ने अच्छा एक इनिंग्स खेला है, 106 रन बना के थोड़ी देर पहले ही आउट हो चुका है। बैक में जाके देख सकते हो उसका इनिंग्स, और स्कोर कार्ड भी एक बार देख सकते हो। यॉर्कर बॉल, अच्छा बॉल। वीडियो अच्छा लग रहा है तो चैनल को लाइक कर दो, और वीडियो को लाइक कर दो और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब भी कर लो। ये एंडरसन का चौथा बॉल ओवर का शॉर्ट बॉल, इसको जाने देंगे, बिल्कुल छेड़खानी नहीं करेंगे। 8 विकेट गिर चुका है, कोशिश तो कर रहे हैं चेस का, काफ़ी पीछे है, बहुत सारा रन बनाना है अभी, और हाथ में विकेट भी ज़्यादा नहीं है।
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
फिर से यॉर्कर लेंथ बॉल,
Digs it out
अच्छा
well.
डिफेंस। जो भी भाई वीडियो लाइव देख रहे हो उसको दिल से थैंक यू भाई लोग, लाइक कर दो अगर अच्छा लग रहा है तो। गेम प्ले ब्रॉड को अटैक पे लाया गया है, 51 रन के 3 विकेट लिया है ब्रॉड ने। बाहर का बॉल जाने देंगे,
broad. Just needs to continue finding good spots now.
फिर से बाहर का बॉल, कोई
Good
छेड़खानी
footwork
नहीं।
behind the stumps, taking it cleanly.
सामी ने
No
जाने
interest
दिया।
though from the batter.
शॉर्ट बॉल
A lovely
जाने
shorter
देंगे।
ball. Just keeping them
वाइड है
honest.
क्या है?
Still got a chance to use
नहीं।
another one in this over.
फिर से शॉर्ट बॉल, नहीं भाई अरे क्या
A
हेलमेट में लग
well-directed
गया,
short
चोट ना हो
ball
जाए प्लेयर।
sways out of the way this time.
जज ही नहीं कर पाए ठीक से। ओवर का आखिरी बॉल, 84th ओवर चल रहा है। डिफेंस किया।
Well, that was another good over. You can see the
526
frustration
टारगेट
growing
भाई
on
रे
the
भाई,
batters.
और विकेट भी नहीं है हाथ में। और टिंग्स हुआ इसी के
Robinson comes
साथ।
back into the attack. The runs
रॉबिन्सन
have
को अटैक में
slowed,
लाया गया
and
है।
they're a good option to continue tying these batters down.
अरे नहीं भाई, क्या शॉट है।
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
फिर से सेम शॉट खेला भाई।
No
बॉल
runs on
कहाँ
that
है और
occasion,
बैट
got
कहाँ
into
है?
position nicely, just
ऐसे
too early on the
कैसे
shot.
जीतेगा मैच?
Couldn't find a
हार
gap.
जाएगा। तीसरा बॉल लेके रॉबिन्सन, अरे भाई एज
Thick
हुआ,
edge.
बच गया भाई, बच गया। एज हो गया था, हाथ तक कैरी नहीं किया, फिर से बच
Let's see
गया।
if they can get the ball up into
बुमराह,
the slot
come on,
like before.
क्या कर रहा है
So
भाई?
crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
अच्छा शॉट।
There'll be runs here.
ऑन साइड में खेला है, 4 मिलेगा क्या? क्या 4 होगा? 4 रन मिलेगा? कोई तो नहीं है भाई। बॉल वहाँ पे रुक गया है क्या? तो भाग के 4 रन ले ले। अरे भाई साहब, बॉल पहुंचा ही नहीं बाउंड्री तक।
Good
इतना स्लो
precision with
शॉट
the
खेला है।
throw, back from the deep.
रॉबिन्सन, ओवर का 5th बॉल।
Can't get that outside.
भाई
the
शॉट
run
में
field.
फील्डर है, हाथ में चला जाएगा। यहाँ शॉट मत खेल भाई। वहाँ पे सामने फील्डर लगा दिया है। ऑन साइड पे शॉट खेलना अभी भी टफ हो चुका है। बढ़िया कवर
Pick the
ड्राइव,
gap.
लाफली
Perfect
कवर
timing.
ड्राइव।
There'll be one run here for them.
ठीक है, 1 रन से
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
5 runs
गाइस
added
क्या
there.
लग रहा है, चेज हो
India
पाएगा?
are 8 for 298. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that.
भाई
But
आउट
almost
हो गया।
every fielder is asking the
अरे क्या
question.
शॉट खेला भाई। चलो इसको रिव्यू करके देखते
That's
हैं।
gone. Fine catch by the wicket keeper.
नहीं, रिव्यू नहीं हुआ। ओ भाई साहब, ये तो बैट मिला के हाथ में चला गया।
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum
आखिरी
swing
wicket।
back to the bowler. Gone, but not for
ये
many.
मैच तो गया।
It was an average sort of an innings we saw from them. You know just how rare it is, though, to see a batter of this caliber miss out twice.
और कुछ उम्मीद
You can
बचा है क्या?
understand why on that line they thought it was
300
safe to
रन
let
भी
it
नहीं
straight
हुआ है।
through to the keeper.
A wonderful
काफी लंबा
delivery to
लीड
get
ले
the
लिया।
edge.
बॉलिंग
Got
इतना
to keep
अच्छा नहीं किया
hammering
हमने।
away at that spot time and again.
4th इनिंग
Got
में
right in
500 रन
behind it.
चेस करना आसान नहीं होता है।
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Solid defence, very compact. Nice solid defensive shot. Good patient batting in that over. Nothing there to chance their arm on. None from it.
Yep.
Dismisses that for 4. A bit of West Indian flair to that.
Only a touch short and punished. Beautiful shot.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
You don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that's raced to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
The keeper.
Puts in a slightly shorter ball, and it's seen so early. Got onto the back foot quickly and just pushes away behind square.
Beaten on the drive.
Yes, nice bowling.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yep.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2.
Keeper.
Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single.
End of the over. India are 9 for 309.
Yep.
Great shot.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4. Very full, spray the ball a bit, but they're content leaving it alone.
Yeah.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
No!
A couple on offer here.
Good return, back from the deep. A bit of a mix-up, they'll need to improve their communication.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
To the keeper.
End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. India are 9 for 318. Broad having a day out here. Brilliant bowling so far. And just one more to get 5 in this innings.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one this over.
Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
Oh, well, that's a tight call. Didn't look to be that wide. No interest on that occasion to play at the ball. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Waiting. Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot. A direct hit and this could be gone.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call made in the end.
5 runs added in that over. India are 9 for 323.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Keep it in. Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
To the keeper.
Chance.
Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Waiting.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Finds the edge. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. India are 9 for 334. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Drives and misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
A little bit short, not horribly short, moves the feet well and the hands even better.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Tricky, well played.
Yep.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
A bit of a sluggish start, but they're putting that to rights now. Scoring rate heading in the right direction at the moment.
Oh, nice bowling.
This is everything.
Oh, well bowled.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single. Brilliant diving stop.
Sensible decision in the end not to take that run.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
That flew to the boundary. This innings is building nicely and now closing in on the half-century.
End of the over, 6 off it. India are 9 for 345. Stokes from the south end.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible. India get through another over, only one from it. Broad, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Wow, that's missed the lot. Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Nice bowling.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. There's really great bounce in this pitch. Seems to be surprising the bowler. But that's all the short stuff for this over.
Oh, yes, nice bowling. Wait
Collects
on.
that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Broad doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling.
Stokes just needs to continue finding good spots now.
Wait there. Wait. Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Yep.
Nice shot.
The batsman brings up their half-century.
Brings up the half-century with that shot. It's been a good innings so far.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
Big edge.
Went downtown and did it very well.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Waiting.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run-out in the end.
They've managed to follow up a slow start with some good scoring in these last few overs.
No interest in that one from the batter. Broad will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Nice bowling.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
End of the over. None from it. It's not easy to bat on this pitch by the looks of it, so they'll have to keep their heads.
और इसी के साथ डे 4 का खेल एंड हुआ ना। हाँ, 5 बज चुका है और 4 डे का खेल स्टम्प हो गया है यहाँ पे। तो बाकी एक दिन का खेल अभी भी बाकी है 5th डे का। आज यहीं पे स्ट्रीम ख़त्म करते हैं। अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक करके, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो कर लो। वीडियो गेम प्ले अच्छा लग रहा है तो लाइक, फिर से बोल रहा हूँ, लाइक कर देना भाई लोग। और यहीं पे आज स्ट्रीम ख़त्म करने वाले हैं। कल यहाँ से फिर कोशिश करेंगे चेस करने का। फिलहाल तो काफ़ी मुश्किल है, मतलब काफ़ी मुश्किल है। मोहम्मद शामी 60 रन बना के क्रीज पे है और मोहम्मद सिराज 27 बॉल पे सिर्फ 2 रन बनाया है। तो उम्मीद तो है चेस कर देंगे, लेकिन काफ़ी टफ है क्योंकि 1-2 विकेट हाथ में होता ही इस पोजीशन में तो शायद हो जाता, लेकिन टफ है। इंग्लैंड का बॉलिंग भी काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग है और ऊपर का तीनों बैट्समैन शुभमन गिल, मयंक अग्रवाल और विराट कोहली, तीनों ने देखिए वहाँ पे क्या दिखा रहा है, अंडा वाला है, मतलब डाक मिला है तीनों को। तीनों ने 0 रन बना के आउट हो गया। बीच में कुछ सपोर्ट दिया श्रेयस अय्यर ने और रविंद्र जडेजा ने 106 शानदार इनिंग्स खेला। थोड़ा रुक जाते, थोड़ा रुक के खेलते, आज एक गलत शॉट खेल लिया, आउट हो गए। इसकी वजह से रविचंद्रन अश्विन का अच्छा साथ दे रहा था वहाँ पे, लेकिन क्या क्रिकेट है भाई लोग, क्या कर सकता है। काफ़ी और ज़बरदस्त पोजीशन है इंग्लैंड। फिलहाल लाइव जो मैच चल रहा है रियल में, मुझे पता नहीं स्कोर क्या चल रहा है, तभी देखूंगा इस स्ट्रीम ख़त्म करने के बाद। और फिर से बोल रहा हूँ, अभी बहुत सारे दोस्त, बहुत सारे भाई लोग वीडियो तो देख रहे हो लेकिन अभी तक चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है, प्लीज़ आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लो भाई को, थोड़ा मोटिवेशन मिलेगा मुझे। तो यहीं पे आज स्ट्रीम ख़त्म करते हैं। कल फिफ्थ डे का रोमांचकर जो सिचुएशन होगा, इंडिया जीतेगा कि हम नहीं जीत पाएगा, हार जाएगा, वो तो कल ही पता चलेगा भाई लोग। अब फिर कल इसी टाइम में 8:30 बजे स्ट्रीम में आ जाऊंगा लाइव मैच लेके। तो आज के लिए इतना ही। 97 ओवर खेल चुका है, थोड़ा रुक के खेलता है 1-2 बैट्समैन तो मुझे लगता है मैच निकल सकता है। अभी भी उम्मीद तो है, काफ़ी रन पीछे 362 है और 526 में करना है। बॉलिंग्स को एक बार देखते हैं। एंडरसन ने 23 ओवर किया है और 2 विकेट निकाले। बॉर्ड ने बहुत अच्छा बॉलिंग किया है, 4 विकेट निकाला है। ओवरटन को 2 विकेट, स्टोक का भी अच्छा बॉलिंग किया है। फिलहाल कोशिश तो करेंगे कि विकेट में खड़ा रहे, ज़्यादा कुछ करना नहीं है, सिर्फ यहाँ पे विकेट में खड़ा रहना है, रन अपने आप आ जाएगा। लेकिन सबसे दिक्कत जो है विकेट नहीं है हाथ में, एक भी विकेट हाथ में नहीं है। और फिर से एक बार आप लोग स्कोर कार्ड देख लो। विराट सामी अभी 60 रन बना के क्रीज पे है और अब मोहम्मद सिराज 2 रन। एक विकेट हाथ में होता तो भी थोड़ा उम्मीद ज़्यादा होता, लेकिन यहाँ पे तो विकेट ही नहीं है। ठीक है भाई लोग, टेक केयर। वीडियो देखने के लिए दिल से थैंक यू एक बार फिर से। और चैनल को अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब करके बेल आइकॉन, नोटिफिकेशन आइकॉन भी क्लिक कर लेना ताकि वीडियो स्ट्रीम शुरू होते ही नोटिफिकेशन आ जाए। तो टेक केयर भाई लोग, फिर कल मिलते हैं एक नए स्ट्रीम के साथ।